Hello everyone, and welcome to Advanced C1 and C2 Vocabulary for the IELTS exam. In this video, I'm excited to share a treasure trove of sophisticated words essential for excelling in IELTS. These words will not only simplify your exam preparation but also elevate your overall English proficiency. For each word, I've included its meaning in 4 synonyms. Plus, I'll provide questions and answers that skillfully incorporate all these synonyms. This way, you'll effortlessly remember the words and grasp their context, making it easier to implement them in your daily conversations and writing. By the end of this video, you'll understand the nuances of these advanced words and feel confident in using them in your speaking and writing tasks. So, let's get started.
Proportion, comparative relation between things, ratio, fraction, percentage, portion. How do you think the proportion of time spent on work affects productivity? The proportion of time spent on work significantly affects productivity. If a large fraction of one's day is devoted to work, it can lead to higher output. However, maintaining a balanced ratio between work and rest is crucial for sustainable performance and overall well-being. Camaraderie, mutual trust and friendship among people, companionship, fellowship, solidarity, rapport. How important is camaraderie in a team setting? Camaraderie is essential in a team setting. It fosters companionship and solidarity among team members, which leads to a positive working atmosphere. This rapport and fellowship enhance collaboration and improve overall team performance. Mentor, to help and give advice, guide, advisor, coach, counselor. What qualities make a good mentor? A good mentor possesses qualities like being a great guide, providing valuable advice, and acting as a coach. An effective advisor not only imparts knowledge but also supports and encourages ments to achieve their full potential. Threshold, the point of entering or beginning, verge, brink, edge, limit. What signifies the threshold of a new era? The threshold of a new era is signified by significant changes and advancements. When society is on the verge of major technological or cultural shifts, it indicates the beginning of new possibilities and developments, marking the edge of a transformative period. Obituary, a brief biography of the deceased person, death notice, eulogy, memorial, tribute. How do obituaries honor the lives of those who have passed? Obituaries honor the lives of those who have passed by providing a brief biography that highlights their achievements and contributions. This eulogy or tribute serves as a memorial, allowing loved ones to remember and celebrate the deceased's life and legacy. Widespread, widely diffused or prevalent, extensive, general, common, universal. What are the effects of widespread use of technology? The widespread use of technology has extensive effects on our daily lives. It has become common to rely on gadgets for various tasks, which has led to universal connectivity and easier access to information. However, this general reliance also brings challenges like reduced privacy. Pseudonym, a false name used by a writer, alias, pen name, nom de plume, stage name. Why do authors use pseudonyms? Authors use pseudonyms for various reasons, such as maintaining privacy or creating a distinct writing persona. Using an alias or pen name allows writers to separate their personal and professional lives, and sometimes a stage name can enhance their appeal to a particular audience. Withstand, to stand up against, endure, resist, hold out, survive. How do buildings withstand natural disasters? Buildings withstand natural disasters by being constructed with materials that can endure extreme conditions. Engineering techniques ensure structures are designed to resist forces like earthquakes and storms, allowing them to survive and hold out against these events. Navigate, to operate or control, steer, guide, direct, pilot. How do sailors navigate through rough seas? Sailors navigate through rough seas by using tools and skills to steer and guide their vessels. They rely on navigational instruments to direct their course, ensuring they can pilot their ships safely even in challenging conditions. Specimen, something shown or examined as an example, sample, example, model, exemplar. How are specimens used in scientific research? Specimens are used in scientific research as samples that provide valuable data. By examining these examples, scientists can draw conclusions and make discoveries. Each model or exemplar helps in understanding broader concepts and phenomena. Throughout, in every part of a place, everywhere, all over, across, entirely. How has the Internet spread throughout the world? The Internet has spread throughout the world by reaching every corner through technological advancements. It is now accessible everywhere, across urban and rural areas alike. This widespread availability allows people to connect entirely, transforming how we communicate and access information. Demonstrate, to show clearly, exhibit, display, illustrate, reveal. How can students demonstrate their understanding of a subject? Students can demonstrate their understanding of a subject by clearly exhibiting their knowledge through projects and presentations. These displays and illustrations reveal their grasp of the material, making it easier to assess their comprehension. Longevity, a long duration of individual life, durability, lifespan, endurance, lastingness. How can a healthy lifestyle impact longevity? A healthy lifestyle can significantly impact longevity. Regular exercise and a balanced diet contribute to increased lifespan, enhancing durability and endurance, ultimately resulting in a longer-lasting life. Trigger, to cause something to happen, cause, initiate, spark, set off. What can trigger changes in workplace dynamics? Several factors can trigger changes in workplace dynamics, such as new management or policy shifts. These elements can initiate new procedures, spark innovations, and set off different interactions among employees. Supervision, the act of managing or directing, oversight, management, guidance, monitoring. Why is supervision important in a professional setting? Supervision is crucial in a professional setting as it provides necessary oversight and guidance. Effective management ensures tasks are completed correctly, and constant monitoring helps maintain quality and productivity. Trendy, very fashionable or up-to-date, stylish, modern, in vogue, fashionable. Why do people prefer trendy clothing? People prefer trendy clothing because it is stylish and modern. Wearing what's in vogue helps individuals feel fashionable and up-to-date with current trends, enhancing their confidence and social appeal. Subtle, not very obvious or easy to notice, delicate, faint, understated, nuanced. How can subtle changes improve workplace environment? Subtle changes, such as a slight shift in office layout or faint adjustments to company policies, can significantly improve the workplace environment. These delicate alterations can create a more nuanced and positive atmosphere. Strategic, carefully planned to achieve a particular goal, tactical, planned, calculated, deliberate. How important is strategic planning for a business? Strategic planning is vital for a business as it involves tactical and calculated steps to achieve specific goals. Deliberate and well-planned strategies ensure long-term success and sustainability. Bleak, gloomy and depressing, grim, dreary, desolate, hopeless. How does a bleak economic forecast affect businesses? A bleak economic forecast can severely impact businesses. The grim outlook might lead to reduced investments and dreary market conditions, creating a desolate environment that feels quite hopeless. Paradigm shift, a fundamental change in approach or underlying assumptions, revolution, transformation, change, innovation. What can cause a paradigm shift in education? Advances in technology can cause a paradigm shift in education. The transformation brought by digital learning tools revolutionizes traditional teaching methods, leading to innovative changes and a fundamental change in educational approaches. Accentuate, to make something more noticeable, highlight, emphasize, stress, intensify. How can lighting accentuate the features of a room? Proper lighting can accentuate the features of a room by highlighting and emphasizing its best aspects. The right fixtures can stress key design elements and intensify the overall aesthetic appeal. Futile, producing no result or effect, useless, vain, ineffective, pointless. Why are some arguments considered futile? Some arguments are considered futile because they are ineffective and produce no meaningful results. These discussions often seem pointless and vain, leading to no constructive outcomes. Purport, to pretend to be or to do, claim, profess, allege, assert. What does the author purport in his latest book? The author purports to reveal the truth behind the historical events. He asserts that his findings are based on extensive research, even though some readers allege that his claims might be exaggerated. Distinction, a contrast between similar things, difference, variation, divergence, separation. What is the distinction between fiction and non-fiction? The distinction between fiction and non-fiction lies in their content. Fiction involves imaginative stories, whereas non-fiction focuses on factual events. This difference helps readers separate and appreciate the unique aspects of each genre. Spokesperson, an informal representative, advocate, mouthpiece, speaker. What qualities are important for a spokesperson? A good spokesperson should be an effective advocate and communicator. They need to serve as the representative of their organization, acting as the mouthpiece to convey messages clearly and persuasively. Suggest, to mention an idea, propose, recommend, advise, put forward. How can teachers suggest ways to improve student performance? Teachers can suggest various methods to enhance student performance. They might propose additional study sessions, recommend useful resources, and advise students on effective study habits, helping them achieve better results. Eminent, well-known and respected, renowned, distinguished, prestigious, celebrated. How does one become an eminent scientist? To become an eminent scientist, one must achieve significant milestones in their field. Renowned for their research and discoveries, these individuals often receive prestigious awards and are celebrated by the scientific community. Eccentric, grossly unconventional or unusual, unconventional, quirky, odd, peculiar. Why do some people find eccentric individuals fascinating? Eccentric individuals are often seen as fascinating due to their unconventional behavior. Their quirky habits and peculiar outlook on life make them stand out, creating a unique charm that attracts attention and interest. Undermine, to make someone less powerful, weaken, sabotage, erode, diminish. How can rumors undermine someone's reputation? Rumors can undermine someone's reputation by spreading false information. These lies can weaken trust, sabotage relationships, and erode the individual's credibility, ultimately diminishing their standing in the community. Doleful, causing grief or misfortune, mournful, sorrowful, sad, woeful. How can music evoke doleful emotions? Music can evoke doleful emotions through its mournful melodies and sorrowful lyrics. These elements can stir deep feelings of sadness and woefulness in listeners, touching their hearts and reflecting their own experiences of grief. Setback, a problem that delays or stops progress. Hindrance, obstacle, challenge, impediment. How do businesses recover from a setback? Businesses can recover from a setback by identifying the obstacle and developing a plan to overcome it. Addressing the hindrance head-on and turning challenges into opportunities can help them regain momentum and continue to progress. Tend to have an inclination, incline, lean, be likely, be prone. Why do people tend to follow trends? people tend to follow trends because they incline towards what is popular. This behavior shows they are likely to adopt new fashions quickly, and are often prone to following what their peers do. Esoteric, having an inner or secret meaning, obscure, mystical, cryptic, arcane. Why is esoteric knowledge often valued in academia? Esoteric knowledge is often valued in academia because it deals with obscure and cryptic information that is not widely known. Such mystical and arcane insights can provide profound understanding in specialized fields. Elimination, the process of getting rid of something, removal, eradication, exclusion, extinction. How does elimination of errors improve quality? The elimination of errors improves quality by removing any mistakes from processes. This eradication of flaws ensures higher standards and better results, leading to the exclusion of defective products and overall excellence. Prudent, acting with or showing care and thought for the future. Wise, cautious, sensible, judicious. Why is it prudent to save money? It is prudent to save money because it is a wise and judicious approach to future planning. Being cautious with finances and making sensible decisions ensures stability and security in the long run. Refer, to make reference, mention, cite, allude, point out. How do authors refer to sources in their work? Authors refer to sources in their work by mentioning and citing them. They often allude to relevant information and point out where their ideas originated, ensuring proper credit and supporting their arguments with evidence. Reproduction, the production of offspring, generation, breeding, procreation, duplication. How does reproduction impact species survival? Reproduction impacts species survival by ensuring the generation of new individuals. Through breeding and procreation, species can continue to exist and adapt, with duplication of genetic material playing a crucial role in this natural process. Adjacent, next to or adjoining something else, neighboring, adjoining, bordering, contiguous. How do adjacent properties affect urban development? Adjacent properties affect urban development by influencing the layout and connectivity of areas. Neighboring spaces that are contiguous or bordering can dictate how infrastructure is planned and can enhance accessibility and community integration. Prolific, producing much fruit or foliage or many offspring, productive, fertile, abundant, fruitful. How do prolific authors maintain their productivity? Prolific authors maintain their productivity by being highly productive and fertile in their ideas. Their abundant output is often a result of disciplined work habits, and their fruitful creativity keeps their writing continuous and impactful. Revolutionize, to change fundamentally, transform, redefine, overhaul, modernize. How has technology revolutionized communication? Technology has revolutionized communication by transforming and modernizing how we connect with others. The overhaul of traditional methods has redefined interactions, making it easier and faster to share information across the globe. Renovation, the process of improving a building or structure, restoration, refurbishment, revamp, overhaul. How does renovation add value to a property? Renovation adds value to a property by restoring and refurbishing it. The revamp can modernize the space, and an overall overhaul can significantly increase the property's market value, making it more attractive to potential buyers. Laconic, using very few words, brief, concise, terse, succinct. Why might someone prefer laconic speech? Someone might prefer laconic speech because it is brief and to the point. Being concise, terse, and succinct can help convey a message clearly and efficiently, without unnecessary details. Adolescent, a young person who is developing into an adult, teenager, youth, juvenile, minor. What challenges do adolescents face today? Adolescents face numerous challenges today, including social pressures and academic demands. As teenagers, they must navigate the complexities of youth, balancing their developing identities and responsibilities. Investigate, to conduct an official inquiry, examine, probe, inspect, explore. Why is it important to investigate scientific claims? It is important to investigate scientific claims to ensure their validity. Thoroughly examining and probing these claims helps verify their accuracy, inspect the methodologies used, and explore their implications, leading to credible scientific knowledge. Reluctant, unwilling or hesitant, unwilling, averse, disinclined. Why might someone feel reluctant to make a big decision? Someone might feel reluctant to make a big decision because they are hesitant and uncertain about the outcomes. Being unwilling or averse to risk can make them disinclined to take decisive action. Prodigious, extremely great in ability, amount, or strength, enormous, immense, tremendous, colossal. How can prodigious talent impact a person's career? Prodigious talent can have a significant impact on a person's career. Their enormous skill and immense abilities can lead to tremendous opportunities, and their colossal potential often results in outstanding achievements and recognition. Adverse, having a harmful effect, unfavorable, detrimental, negative, harmful. How can adverse weather conditions affect travel plans? Adverse weather conditions can severely affect travel plans by creating unfavorable and detrimental scenarios. Such harmful and negative impacts can lead to delays, cancellations, and unsafe travel conditions. Evaluate, to judge and calculate the quality, assess, appraise, measure, value. How do teachers evaluate student performance? Teachers evaluate student performance by assessing their work and appraising their progress. They measure the quality of assignments and exams, and provide valuable feedback to help students improve and succeed. Rebellion, a violent organized action against authority, uprising, revolt, insurrection, mutiny. What can lead to a rebellion in a society? Various factors can lead to a rebellion in a society, such as widespread discontent and oppression. When people feel the need to stage an uprising or revolt, it often results from a prolonged period of insurrection against perceived injustices. Apply, to bring into action or use, utilize, employ, implement, put into practice. How can students apply what they learn in real life? Students can apply what they learn in real life by utilizing the knowledge gained in practical situations. They can employ skills in various tasks, implement their learning in projects, and put into practice their theoretical understanding in everyday scenarios. Convivial, friendly and making you feel happy and welcome, sociable, genial, cheerful, jovial. Why are convivial gatherings important for well-being? Convivial gatherings are important for well-being because they create a sociable and cheerful atmosphere. Being in genial and jovial company helps people relax, feel happy, and build stronger social connections, which are essential for mental health. Allowance, money that you are given regularly, stipend, pocket money, grant, allocation. How can children benefit from receiving an allowance? Children can benefit from receiving an allowance as it teaches them money management. This regular stipend helps them learn to budget and save, while the grant or allocation can instill a sense of responsibility and financial planning from a young age. Radical, far beyond the norm, especially in politics, extreme, revolutionary, progressive, drastic. What are the effects of radical changes in society? Radical changes in society can have extreme and progressive effects. These revolutionary shifts often lead to significant transformations, making drastic impacts on how communities function and adapt to new norms and innovations. Ambiguity, uncertainty or inexactness of meaning, vagueness, uncertainty, doubtfulness, obscurity. How can ambiguity in communication cause misunderstandings? Ambiguity in communication can cause misunderstandings due to vagueness and uncertainty. When messages are obscure or doubtful, they are open to multiple interpretations, leading to confusion and misinterpretation among people. Hardwire, to make a pattern of behavior or belief permanent, ingrain, embed, fix, root. How are certain habits hardwired into our daily routine? Certain habits are hardwired into our daily routine through repeated actions that ingrain these behaviors. Over time, they become embedded in our lifestyle, fixed firmly, and rooted deeply, making them almost automatic responses. Inherent, existing as a natural or basic part of something, innate, intrinsic, built-in, essential. Why is trust considered an inherent part of relationships? Trust is considered an inherent part of relationships because it is innate and intrinsic to their foundation. This essential and built-in element strengthens bonds and fosters a sense of security and mutual respect. Privilege, a special right or advantage, benefit, perk, right. How can privilege impact opportunities in life? Privilege can impact opportunities in life by providing certain advantages and benefits. Those with special rights or perks often have access to better resources and opportunities, leading to an imbalance in societal equality. Analogy, a comparison between two things. Comparison, parallel, similarity, resemblance. How can analogies help in understanding complex ideas? Analogies help in understanding complex ideas by drawing comparisons between something familiar and something new. This resemblance makes it easier to grasp difficult concepts through parallel examples. Challenge, an invitation to compete or a difficult task, test, trial, dare, obstacle. How do challenges contribute to personal growth? Challenges contribute to personal growth by presenting tests and trials that push individuals out of their comfort zones. Overcoming obstacles and daring to take on difficult tasks builds resilience and confidence. Reclusive, avoiding the company of other people, solitary, isolated, withdrawn, secluded. Why do some people lead a reclusive life? Some people lead a reclusive life because they prefer solitude and find peace in being isolated. They might feel more comfortable in a secluded environment, away from the social pressures of society. Preservation, the action of preserving something, conservation, protection, maintenance, safeguarding. Why is preservation of historical sites important? Preservation of historical sites is important for maintaining cultural heritage. Conservation and protection of these sites ensure that future generations can learn from and appreciate the past. Necessitate, to make something necessary, require, demand, compel, enforce. Why do certain situations necessitate quick decision-making? Certain situations necessitate quick decision-making because they require immediate action. These scenarios demand prompt responses, compelling individuals to make swift and often critical choices. Anchor, something that gives support, foundation, support, mainstay, stabilizer. How can family act as an anchor in difficult times? Family can act as an anchor in difficult times by providing a foundation of support. They serve as a stabilizer, offering strength and a mainstay during challenging periods. Minuscule, extremely small in size or amount, tiny, minute, microscopic, infinitesimal. How can minuscule details make a big difference? Minuscule details can make a big difference because even tiny, minute aspects can impact the overall outcome. Paying attention to microscopic elements ensures precision and can prevent infinitesimal errors from escalating. Time-consuming, taking a lot of time, lengthy, prolonged, extended, drawn out. Why is it important to manage time-consuming tasks effectively? Managing time-consuming tasks effectively is important to prevent them from becoming overly lengthy and prolonged. Prioritizing and organizing extended tasks helps in completing them without feeling overwhelmed by drawn-out processes. Rebut, to oppose a claim or argument, refute, disprove, contradict, discredit. How can one effectively rebut a false accusation? To effectively rebut a false accusation, one must present clear evidence to refute the claims. By disproving the allegations and contradicting the falsehoods with credible information, it is possible to discredit the accusation. Plethora, an excessive amount of something, abundance, excess, surplus, profusion. How can a plethora of options affect decision-making? A plethora of options can overwhelm decision-making. When faced with an abundance of choices, people may feel indecisive. This surplus of options can lead to confusion, making it difficult to make a clear and confident decision. Anonymous, not named or identified, unidentified, nameless, incognito, unnamed. Why might someone prefer to remain anonymous online? Someone might prefer to remain anonymous online to protect their privacy. Being unidentified or incognito allows them to share opinions without fear of repercussions. This nameless presence ensures their personal information remains secure. Abolish, to put an end to something, eliminate, terminate, eradicate, cancel. Why is it important to abolish outdated laws? It is important to abolish outdated laws because they may no longer serve the public interest. Eliminating these laws can lead to more relevant and effective governance. Terminating obsolete regulations helps to modernize and streamline legal systems. Perspective, a particular way of considering something, viewpoint, outlook, attitude, standpoint. How does perspective influence decision-making? Perspective influences decision-making by shaping our viewpoint and attitudes. A person's outlook can significantly affect their choices and actions, providing different standpoints on the same issue, leading to varied decisions. Frugal, economical in use or expenditure, thrifty, economical, sparing, prudent. How can being frugal benefit someone financially? Being frugal can benefit someone financially by helping them save money. Adopting a thrifty and economical lifestyle ensures that expenses are kept under control. This prudent management of resources can lead to long-term financial stability and security. Applause, approval that is publicly expressed, clapping, praise, ovation, acclaim. Why is receiving applause important for performers? Receiving applause is important for performers as it signifies public approval and praise. Clapping and ovations provide them with validation and recognition, boosting their morale and confidence, and encouraging them to continue their artistic endeavors. Reform, to make changes in order to improve something, revamp, amend, restructure, transform. What are the benefits of reforming education systems? Reforming education systems can lead to significant improvements. By revamping outdated methods and amending curricula, schools can better meet the needs of students. Restructuring educational frameworks can transform the learning experience, making it more effective. Monotonous, dull and tedious, boring, dull, repetitive, drab. How can one break free from a monotonous routine? To break free from a monotonous routine, one can introduce new and exciting activities. Avoiding boring and repetitive tasks by adding variety can make daily life more engaging. Even small changes can help alleviate the drab feeling of monotony. Arbitrary, based on random choice or personal whim, random, capricious, unpredictable, whimsical. Why should decisions not be made arbitrarily? Decisions should not be made arbitrarily because they can lead to unpredictable outcomes. Random and capricious choices may lack a solid rationale, resulting in inconsistent and whimsical results that may not be in the best interest of those affected. Paralyze, to make powerless or unable to move, immobilize, disable, freeze, stun. What can paralyze economic growth in a country? Several factors can paralyze economic growth in a country, such as political instability or major financial crises. These elements can immobilize and disable the usual economic activities, freezing progress and stunning overall development. Imminent, likely to occur at any moment, impending, approaching, near, looming. How can we prepare for imminent natural disasters? To prepare for imminent natural disasters, it is crucial to have emergency plans and supplies ready. Knowing that a disaster is impending or approaching helps communities take necessary precautions to protect lives and property as the event looms near. Subsequently, after something else happened, afterwards, later, following, consequently, what happened subsequently to the meeting, the team had a productive meeting. Subsequently, they implemented the discussed strategies. Consequently, their performance improved significantly later, following the new guidelines established during the meeting. Arouse, to provoke a strong emotion, stimulate, ignite, trigger, spark. How can movies arouse different emotions in viewers? Movies can arouse different emotions by using powerful storytelling and visuals. They stimulate the audience's senses, triggering strong feelings and sparking emotional responses through well-crafted scenes and characters. Coherent, logically or aesthetically ordered, clear, logical, consistent, rational. Why is it important for essays to be coherent? It is important for essays to be coherent to ensure they are clear and logical. Consistent and rational arguments help convey the writer's message effectively, making it easier for readers to follow and understand the essay's points. Deter, to prevent from acting, discourage, hinder, dissuade, block. What measures can deter crime in communities? Several measures can deter crime in communities, such as increased police presence and community programs. These initiatives discourage criminal activities, hinder potential offenders, and block opportunities for crime by fostering a safe environment. Outweigh, to exceed in value or importance, surpass, override, eclipse, overbalance. How do the benefits of exercise outweigh the risks? The benefits of exercise outweigh the risks because the positive impacts on health far surpass any potential drawbacks. Regular physical activity can override health issues, eclipse the risks of injury, and overbalance by improving overall well-being. Dormant, inactive, but capable of becoming active, inactive, asleep, latent, quiescent. How can plants remain dormant during winter? Plants can remain dormant during winter by entering a state of inactivity. This latent phase allows them to survive harsh conditions while asleep and quiescent, ready to become active again when favorable conditions return. Assemble, to come together in a single place, gather, collect, convene, congregate. Why do people assemble for community events? People assemble for community events to gather and connect with one another. These gatherings allow them to collect, convene, and congregate, fostering a sense of unity and shared purpose within the community. Refute, to deny the truth, disprove, counter, rebut, discredit. How can one effectively refute a false statement? To effectively refute a false statement, one must present clear evidence to disprove it. Countering the falsehoods with facts and reliable sources helps to rebut the claims and discredit the misinformation. Liability, being responsible for something, responsibility, obligation, burden, accountability. Why is it important to understand one's liabilities? It is important to understand one's liabilities to manage responsibilities effectively. Knowing your obligations and potential burdens helps in being accountable and preparing for any financial or legal implications. Ponderous, slow and clumsy because of great weight, heavy, lumbering, cumbersome, weighty. How can a ponderous speech affect the audience's interest? A ponderous speech can affect the audience's interest by making it feel heavy and cumbersome. The slow and weighty delivery can cause listeners to lose attention, making the speech less engaging and effective. Annihilate, to destroy completely, obliterate, exterminate, eradicate, wipe out. What can annihilate a species in an ecosystem? Several factors can annihilate a species in an ecosystem, such as habitat destruction and invasive species. These elements can obliterate and wipe out native populations, leading to the complete eradication of certain species. Outnumber, to exceed in number, surpass, exceed, outstrip, overrun. How do women outnumber men in certain professions? Women outnumber men in certain professions by surpassing their numbers. They exceed male counterparts in fields like education and healthcare, outstripping and overrunning traditionally male-dominated roles in these sectors. Congenial, pleasant because of a personality, qualities, or interests, friendly, agreeable, amiable, cordial. Why is it important to have congenial colleagues? Having congenial colleagues is important because their friendly and agreeable nature creates a positive work environment. Amiable and cordial interactions foster teamwork and improve overall job satisfaction. Broaden, to make wider or more expansive, expand, widen, extend, enlarge. How can traveling broaden one's horizons? Traveling can broaden one's horizons by expanding their experiences and knowledge. It widens perspectives, extends understanding of different cultures, and enlarges personal and professional growth. Attribute, a quality or feature regarded as a characteristic, trait, feature, quality, characteristic. What attributes are important for a successful leader? Important attributes for a successful leader include traits like integrity, effective communication, and empathy. These qualities and characteristics help leaders inspire and motivate their teams, fostering a positive and productive work environment. Appear, to become visible or noticeable, emerge, materialize, manifest, surface. How did the new policy appear to the public? The new policy appeared to the public as a necessary change. It emerged and materialized in response to ongoing issues, manifesting as a solution that seemed to surface at the right time to address the community's concerns. Obesity, excessive accumulation of body fat, overweight, corpulence, fatness, heaviness. What are the health risks associated with obesity? The health risks associated with obesity include conditions like diabetes and heart disease. The overweight and corpulent state can lead to serious complications, emphasizing the need for managing fatness and heaviness through a healthy lifestyle. Dubious, hesitating or doubting, doubtful, uncertain, suspicious, skeptical. Why might someone feel dubious about a new technology? Someone might feel dubious about a new technology because they are uncertain about its reliability. This doubtful and suspicious attitude stems from a lack of information, making them skeptical about its effectiveness and potential risks. Avenue, a way of approaching a problem or making progress. Path, route, means, method. What avenues can businesses explore to increase sales? Businesses can explore various avenues to increase sales, such as digital marketing and product diversification. These paths and routes provide new means and methods to reach a broader audience and boost revenue. Recollect, to remember something, recall, remember, reminisce, think back. How can one recollect childhood memories vividly? One can recollect childhood memories vividly by looking at old photographs and reminiscing with family. These activities help recall and think back to past events, making the memories feel more tangible and vivid. Arduous, involving a lot of effort, difficult, strenuous, laborious, tough. Why is physical training considered arduous? Physical training is considered arduous because it involves difficult and strenuous activities. The laborious exercises require a lot of effort, making the experience tough but ultimately rewarding for one's fitness and health. Notorious, famous or well known for a bad quality, infamous, disreputable, ill-famed, scandalous. Why is it important to address notorious problems in society? It is important to address notorious problems in society to improve overall well-being. Tackling infamous and disreputable issues helps reduce negative impacts, preventing scandalous situations and enhancing the community's quality of life. Backing, support or help, support, assistance, endorsement, sponsorship. How can backing from investors benefit a startup? backing from investors can benefit a startup by providing essential support and financial assistance. This endorsement and sponsorship help the business grow and succeed in its early stages, ensuring stability and opportunities for expansion. Regulate, to control or maintain the rate or speed of something. Control, manage, adjust, direct. Why is it necessary to regulate environmental policies? It is necessary to regulate environmental policies to control pollution and protect natural resources. Managing and adjusting these policies ensures a sustainable environment, directing efforts towards conservation and long-term ecological balance. Homogeneous, elements that are all of the same kind, uniform, similar, alike, consistent. How can a homogeneous team affect workplace creativity? A homogeneous team can affect workplace creativity by limiting diversity. When members are uniform and similar, their alike perspectives can lead to consistent but less innovative solutions, compared to a team with diverse backgrounds and ideas. Linguistic, relating to language, verbal, lexical, language-related, semantic. How does linguistic ability benefit international communication? Linguistic ability benefits international communication by enhancing verbal and lexical skills. Proficiency in multiple languages facilitates better understanding and effective interaction, bridging cultural gaps and improving semantic exchange between different regions. Bandwagon, a particular activity that has suddenly become popular, trend, craze, fad, movement. Why do people often jump on the bandwagon? People often jump on the bandwagon because they want to be part of the latest trend. Joining a popular craze or movement can make them feel connected and up to date with what is currently in vogue. Experience, knowledge or skill from doing, seeing, or feeling things. Encounter, undergo, go through, live through. How does experience shape our decisions? Experience shapes our decisions by providing valuable insights from past encounters. When we undergo various situations, we learn from them and can make more informed choices in the future, having lived through similar events before. Culpable, deserving blame, guilty, blameworthy, responsible, at fault. Why is it important to determine who is culpable in an accident? Determining who is culpable in an accident is important for assigning responsibility. Knowing who is at fault helps to address the blameworthy actions and ensures that the responsible party is held accountable for their actions. Negotiate, to try to reach an agreement through discussion, bargain, discuss, confer, haggle. How can one effectively negotiate a salary? To effectively negotiate a salary, it is important to come prepared with market research and know your worth. Bargaining with confidence and discussing your value during the conference can help you secure a better offer by haggling for what you deserve. Breed, to produce offspring, reproduce, propagate, generate, spawn. How do certain conditions breed success? Certain conditions breed success by creating a favorable environment for growth. When the right factors come together, they can reproduce opportunities, propagate innovation, and generate achievements that spawn further success. Violence, behavior involving physical force intended to hurt, aggression, hostility, brutality, cruelty. What are the societal impacts of violence? The societal impacts of violence are profound, leading to fear and instability. Aggression and hostility disrupt communities, while brutality and cruelty can cause long-term psychological and physical damage, affecting overall societal harmony. Reveal, to make known, disclose, unveil, expose, show. How can one reveal their true feelings? One can reveal their true feelings by being honest and open. Disclosing emotions and unveiling thoughts to others, without hiding, can help expose one's genuine self and show authentic emotions in relationships. Intrepid, fearless and adventurous, brave, bold, daring, courageous. How can intrepid explorers inspire others? Intrepid explorers inspire others through their fearless and bold adventures. Their daring journeys and courageous actions serve as examples of bravery, encouraging others to step out of their comfort zones and embrace new challenges. Minority, a smaller group differing from the majority, subgroup, faction, section, segment. What challenges do minorities face in society? Minorities often face challenges such as discrimination and lack of representation. As a smaller subgroup within the larger community, they may struggle with unequal treatment and limited opportunities, making it important to address their specific needs. Induce, to bring about or give rise to, cause, trigger, generate, prompt. How can incentives induce better performance at work? Incentives can induce better performance at work by motivating employees. These rewards cause increased effort, trigger productivity, and generate enthusiasm, ultimately prompting individuals to perform at their best. Bureaucracy, a system of government where most decisions are taken by state officials, administration, red tape, government, civil service. What are the drawbacks of excessive bureaucracy? Excessive bureaucracy can lead to inefficiency and frustration. The abundance of red tape and administrative procedures often slows down decision-making, making the government or civil service processes cumbersome and less effective. Flagrant, conspicuously or obviously offensive, blatant, glaring, obvious, overt. Why are flagrant violations of rules taken seriously? Flagrant violations of rules are taken seriously because they are blatant and obvious breaches. Such glaring disregard for regulations can undermine authority and order, making it essential to address these overt offenses promptly and firmly. Observe, to watch carefully, watch, monitor, notice, see. How can teachers observe student progress effectively? Teachers can observe student progress effectively by closely monitoring their performance. Watching for improvements, noticing areas of difficulty, and seeing how students apply feedback helps in providing targeted support and fostering growth. Casualty, a person killed or injured in an accident. Victim, fatality, suffer, injured. How can emergency services reduce the number of casualties? Emergency services can reduce the number of casualties by providing prompt and effective responses. Quick action and medical assistance can save lives and minimize injuries, helping victims and sufferers in critical situations. Layout, the way in which something is arranged or set out. Arrangement, design, setup, plan. How does office layout affect productivity? Office layout affects productivity by influencing the work environment. A well-planned and designed space can enhance focus and collaboration, while a poor arrangement or setup may hinder efficiency and communication among employees. Reticent, not revealing one's thoughts or feelings readily, reserved, withdrawn, introverted, quiet. Why might someone feel reticent in social situations? Someone might feel reticent in social situations due to being naturally reserved or introverted. This withdrawn behavior can make them quiet and hesitant to share their thoughts or feelings, preferring to observe rather than participate actively. Frail, weak and delicate. Weak, delicate, fragile, feeble. Why should we take special care of frail individuals? We should take special care of frail individuals because they are weak and fragile. Providing support to these delicate and feeble people ensures their well-being and safety. Manifest, to show something clearly, display, exhibit, demonstrate, reveal. How can someone manifest their ideas effectively? Someone can manifest their ideas effectively by clearly displaying and demonstrating them. Using visuals to exhibit and reveal their thoughts helps in conveying the message more powerfully. Juvenile, relating to young people, youthful, adolescent, young, teen. What challenges do juvenile offenders face in the legal system? Juvenile offenders face challenges such as being misunderstood and not receiving age-appropriate support. These youthful individuals need a system that understands the adolescent mind and provides guidance suitable for teens. Perceive, To become aware of something, discern, recognize, notice, realize. How do people perceive changes in their environment? People perceive changes in their environment by becoming aware of them. They discern differences, recognize patterns, and notice new elements, realizing the impact these changes have on their surroundings. Lucrative, producing a great deal of profit, profitable, remunerative, rewarding, fruitful. What makes certain careers more lucrative than others? Certain careers are more lucrative because they are highly profitable and rewarding. These remunerative fields offer fruitful financial gains, making them attractive for individuals seeking high earnings. Catastrophe, a sudden and widespread disaster, calamity, cataclysm, tragedy. How can communities recover from a catastrophe? Communities can recover from a catastrophe by working together and utilizing resources effectively. Overcoming a disaster requires coordinated efforts to address the immediate calamity and long-term impacts of the tragedy. Isolation, being separated from others, solitude, seclusion, loneliness, detachment. How can isolation impact mental health? Isolation can impact mental health by causing feelings of loneliness and detachment. Prolonged solitude and seclusion can lead to depression and anxiety, highlighting the importance of social interaction for well-being. Represent, to stand for or symbolize something, symbolize, portray, depict, embody. How do athletes represent their countries in international events? Athletes represent their countries by symbolizing national pride and embodying their nation's values. They portray and depict the spirit of their homeland, showcasing their skills on an international stage. Indulgent, lenient or overly generous, lenient, permissive, lax, liberal. Why might parents be indulgent with their children? Parents might be indulgent with their children to show love and affection. Being lenient and permissive can make them feel cared for, though it's important to balance this with discipline to avoid being overly lax or liberal. Charisma, compelling attractiveness or charm, appeal, magnetism, allure. How can charisma benefit a leader? Charisma can benefit a leader by enhancing their appeal and magnetism. This charm and allure attract and motivate followers, making it easier for leaders to inspire and guide their teams effectively. Interference, the action of interfering or intervening, intervention, meddling, intrusion, obstruction. Why is avoiding interference important in teamwork? Avoiding interference is important in teamwork to ensure smooth collaboration. Minimizing meddling and obstructions allows team members to work harmoniously, avoiding unnecessary intrusions that can disrupt progress. Detect, to discover or identify the presence of something, discover, identify, notice, uncover. How can technology help us detect health issues early? Technology helps us detect health issues early by discovering and identifying symptoms. Advanced tools can notice anomalies and uncover potential problems, allowing for timely intervention and treatment. Dearth, a scarcity or lack of something, shortage, deficiency, paucity, lack. How can a dearth of resources affect a project? A dearth of resources can affect a project by causing delays and inefficiencies. The shortage and deficiency of necessary materials create a paucity that hinders progress, making it difficult to complete tasks on time. Chronic, persisting for a long time or constantly recurring, persistent, long-term, continuing, enduring. How can chronic stress impact one's health? Chronic stress can negatively impact one's health by causing persistent anxiety and physical ailments. Long-term exposure to stress leads to continuing health issues, as the enduring pressure affects both the mind and body. Insight, the ability to gain an accurate understanding, perception, awareness, comprehension. How can insight into a problem lead to better solutions? Insight into a problem can lead to better solutions by providing a deeper understanding and awareness. This perception allows for more accurate analysis and comprehension, resulting in effective and innovative problem-solving approaches. Embed, to fix something firmly and deeply. Implant, insert, fix, lodge. How can values be embedded in a company's culture? Values can be embedded in a company's culture by consistently implementing and promoting them. By implanting these principles in everyday practices and inserting them into the organizational ethos, they become fixed and deeply lodged in the culture. Noxious, harmful, poisonous, or very unpleasant, toxic, poisonous, hazardous, harmful. How can noxious substances affect the environment? Noxious substances can affect the environment by releasing toxic and hazardous chemicals. These poisonous elements cause harm to ecosystems, leading to pollution and health risks for all living organisms. Cliché, a phrase or opinion that is overused, stereotype, platitude, banality, commonplace. Why should we avoid using clichés in writing? We should avoid using clichés in writing because they are overused and lack originality. Relying on stereotypes and platitudes makes the text feel banal and commonplace, diminishing its impact and creativity. Violate, to break or fail to comply with a rule or agreement. Breach, infringe, transgress, disobey. Why is it important not to violate safety regulations? It is important not to violate safety regulations to ensure everyone's well-being. Breaching these rules and infringing on safety standards can lead to accidents, putting lives at risk and causing harm. Cryptic, having a meaning that is mysterious or obscure. Mysterious, obscure, enigmatic, puzzling. Why might someone leave a cryptic message? Someone might leave a cryptic message to be mysterious or to hide the true meaning. This enigmatic and puzzling style can intrigue others and create a sense of mystery, making the message more engaging. Coherence, the quality of being logical and consistent. Consistency, clarity, rationality, unity. Why is coherence important in a speech? Coherence is important in a speech to ensure clarity and understanding. Consistent and rational flow helps the audience follow the message easily, making the speech more effective and impactful with a sense of unity. Reciprocal, given, felt, or done in return. Mutual, interchangeable, shared, common. How does a reciprocal relationship benefit both parties? A reciprocal relationship benefits both parties through mutual support and shared interests. This mutual exchange of benefits and common goals enhances cooperation and strengthens the bond between the individuals involved. Replicate, to make an exact copy of. Duplicate, reproduce, imitate, clone. Why is it important to replicate scientific experiments? It is important to replicate scientific experiments to verify results. Duplicating the procedures ensures the findings are reproducible and reliable, helping to confirm the accuracy and validity of the research through imitation and cloning of the experiments. Innocence, lack of guilt or wrongdoing. Purity, blamelessness, virtue, guiltlessness. How can one prove their innocence in court? One can prove their innocence in court by presenting evidence that shows they are blameless. Demonstrating purity of actions and guiltlessness through reliable testimonies and facts can help establish their virtue and lack of wrongdoing. Rigorous, extremely thorough and careful. Strict, thorough, meticulous, exacting. Why is rigorous testing important in product development? Rigorous testing is important in product development to ensure quality and safety. This thorough and meticulous process identifies potential flaws, and strict evaluations help create reliable and high-standard products through exacting checks. Imitate, to copy someone or something. Mimic, emulate, replicate, echo. How do children learn? By imitating adults. Children learn by imitating adults because they mimic behaviors and actions. This replication and emulation help them understand and adopt social norms, while echoing adult conduct provides a model for learning various skills and habits. Administration, the process of managing or organizing something. Management, supervision, governance, control. What are the main responsibilities of school administration? The main responsibilities of school administration include managing staff and resources. Effective supervision ensures smooth operations, while governance and control help maintain a conducive learning environment and academic excellence. Vigilant, keeping careful watch for possible danger or difficulties. Watchful, alert, attentive, observant. Why must security personnel remain vigilant? Security personnel must remain vigilant to detect and prevent potential threats. Being watchful and alert enables them to respond quickly to any danger, ensuring the safety of the premises and the people within by staying attentive and observant. Strengthen, to make or become stronger, fortify, reinforce, enhance, boost. How can regular exercise strengthen your body? Regular exercise can strengthen your body by reinforcing your muscles and bones. Activities like weightlifting and cardio can enhance your physical health and boost your overall fitness levels. Advance, to move forward, progress, develop, promote, improve. How can technology advance education? Technology can advance education by promoting interactive learning tools. It helps progress in teaching methods, develop digital resources, and improve student engagement and understanding. Inappropriate, not suitable or proper in the circumstances, unsuitable, improper, unseemly, irrelevant. Why is it inappropriate to wear casual clothes to a formal event? It is inappropriate to wear casual clothes to a formal event because it is considered unsuitable. Proper attire is expected in such settings, and wearing something improper or unseemly can be seen as disrespectful or irrelevant to the occasion. Diligent, having or showing care and conscientiousness, hardworking, industrious, persistent, assiduous. How can being diligent help in achieving academic success? Being diligent can help in achieving academic success by encouraging a hardworking and persistent attitude. Consistent effort and an industrious approach to studies lead to better understanding and performance, demonstrating assiduous dedication. Comeback, a return to a former state of success, revival, resurgence, recovery, rebound. What factors contribute to a successful comeback in sports? Several factors contribute to a successful comeback in sports, such as determination and resilience. Athletes experiencing a resurgence or revival need to focus on recovery and maintaining a positive mindset to achieve a rebound in their performance. Luxury, great comfort and extravagant living, opulence, lavishness, extravagance, affluence. Why is luxury important in the tourism industry? Luxury is important in the tourism industry as it attracts affluent travelers seeking opulence. High standards of comfort and lavishness provide an extravagant experience, ensuring that guests feel pampered and satisfied. Vindictive, having a strong desire for revenge, revengeful, vengeful, spiteful, unforgiving. How can vindictive behavior affect relationships? Vindictive behavior can negatively affect relationships by fostering a revengeful and spiteful atmosphere. Holding on to vengeful feelings creates tension and prevents reconciliation, leading to an unforgiving environment that damages trust and harmony. Commemorate, to honor or keep the memory of, celebrate, honor, memorialize, pay tribute. How do communities commemorate historical events? Communities commemorate historical events by holding ceremonies and celebrations. These activities honor the memory of significant occurrences, memorialize those involved, and pay tribute to their contributions to history. Animosity, strong hostility, enmity, hatred, antipathy, bitterness. How can animosity between coworkers affect productivity? Animosity between coworkers can significantly affect productivity by creating a hostile and bitter work environment. Such enmity and antipathy lead to poor communication and collaboration, reducing overall efficiency and workplace harmony. Inadequate, not enough or insufficient, insufficient, deficient, lacking, incomplete. Why can inadequate resources hinder a project? Inadequate resources can hinder a project by being insufficient to meet the needs. This lack of necessary materials can lead to delays and deficient outcomes, making the project's goals incomplete and hard to achieve. Usher, to guide someone somewhere. Escort, lead, guide, steer. How can a mentor usher a student into their career path? A mentor can usher a student into their career path by guiding and steering them. Providing support and leading the way helps the student navigate challenges, ensuring a smoother transition into their professional life. Commence, to begin or start, initiate, launch, embark, begin. When does the new semester commence? The new semester will commence next Monday. This marks the start and initiation of a new academic period, where students will launch into their new courses and embark on a fresh learning journey. Jeopardy, danger of loss, harm, or failure, danger, risk, peril, hazard. How can poor maintenance put a building in jeopardy? Poor maintenance can put a building in jeopardy by increasing the risk of structural failure. The lack of proper upkeep creates hazardous conditions, placing the building and its occupants in danger and peril. Gadget, a small mechanical or electronic device, tool, appliance, contraption. What gadget do you find most useful in daily life? One of the most useful gadgets in daily life is the smartphone. This versatile device serves as a communication tool, providing access to information and various applications that help manage tasks and stay connected. Promote, to support or actively encourage, endorse, advocate, support, encourage. How can companies promote sustainable practices? Companies can promote sustainable practices by endorsing eco-friendly policies. Supporting recycling initiatives and encouraging the use of renewable resources helps advocate for a greener environment and sustainable development. Consensus, general agreement, accord, harmony, unity. How can reaching a consensus benefit a team project? Reaching a consensus can benefit a team project by ensuring that all members are in agreement. This harmony and unity foster collaborative efforts, leading to effective and coordinated execution of tasks. Compensate, to make up for something, reimburse, repay, rectify, offset. How can companies compensate employees for overtime work? Companies can compensate employees for overtime work by reimbursing them with additional pay. This act of repayment acknowledges the extra effort, helping to rectify any imbalance in work hours and provide fair compensation. Exposure, the state of being exposed to something, disclosure, revelation, uncovering, visibility. Why is exposure to different cultures important? Exposure to different cultures is important for broadening one's perspective. This revelation and uncovering of diverse traditions enhance understanding and appreciation, contributing to a more inclusive and culturally aware society. Advocate, to publicly support or recommend, support, champion, uphold, endorse. Why should people advocate for human rights? People should advocate for human rights to ensure fairness and justice. Supporting and championing these causes helps uphold the dignity of individuals and endorse policies that protect basic freedoms and equality. Nuances, subtle differences or distinctions, subtleties, gradations, variations, shades. How can understanding nuances improve communication? Understanding nuances can improve communication by recognizing subtle differences in meaning. These subtleties and variations enhance clarity and prevent misunderstandings, making interactions more effective and nuanced. Conceal, to hide or keep secret, hide, cover, mask, disguise. Why might someone try to conceal their emotions? Someone might try to conceal their emotions to avoid showing vulnerability. Hiding their feelings and masking their true state can provide a sense of control, helping them navigate social situations without revealing too much. Domain, an area of knowledge or activity, field, area, sphere, realm. What domain do you specialize in professionally? I specialize in the domain of information technology. This field encompasses various aspects of computing, including software development, network management, and cybersecurity, allowing me to work within a broad and dynamic area of expertise. Vehemence, the display of strong feeling, passion, intensity, force, fervor. How can vehemence in public speaking impact the audience? Vehemence in public speaking can impact the audience by conveying passion and intensity. This forceful delivery captures attention and instills a sense of fervor, making the message more compelling and memorable. Concession, something granted in response to demands, compromise, allowance, yielding, permission. What concessions might be necessary in a negotiation? In a negotiation, concessions such as compromises and allowances might be necessary. Yielding on certain points and granting permissions can facilitate agreements, ensuring that both parties reach a mutually beneficial outcome. Unearth, to discover something hidden, discover, uncover, reveal, expose. How can researchers unearth historical artifacts? Researchers can unearth historical artifacts by conducting excavations and careful digs. These activities help uncover and reveal valuable items from the past, exposing them to the world and contributing to historical knowledge. Envisage, to imagine or expect something in the future. Imagine, predict, foresee, visualize. How do you envisage your career in the next 5 years? I envisage my career in the next 5 years as growing significantly. I imagine gaining new skills and foresee myself in a leadership position. This ability to predict and visualize the future helps me stay motivated and focused on my goals. Presumptuous, too confident, especially in a way that is rude, arrogant, overconfident, bold, forward. Why might it be seen as presumptuous to offer unsolicited advice? It might be seen as presumptuous to offer unsolicited advice because it can come across as arrogant and overconfident. Being too bold and forward without knowing the situation might be perceived as intrusive and disrespectful. Condemn, to express strong disapproval of, denounce, criticize, blame, censure. Why is it important to condemn acts of violence? It is important to condemn acts of violence to show that such behavior is unacceptable. By denouncing and criticizing these actions, society can send a clear message that violence is not tolerated, and those who commit it will be blamed and censured. Tentative, not certain or fixed, provisional, uncertain, hesitant, unsure, provisional. What are the tentative plans for the weekend? The tentative plans for the weekend include a trip to the beach, but nothing is certain yet. We are still hesitant and unsure about the weather, so our schedule remains provisional until we have more information. Confront, to face up to and deal with. Face, challenge, oppose, address. How should one confront a difficult situation? One should confront a difficult situation by facing it head-on. It's important to challenge and address the issue directly, rather than avoiding it. This approach helps to oppose obstacles effectively and find a resolution. Volatile, liable to change rapidly and unpredictably, unstable, erratic, explosive, fickle. How can volatile markets affect investors? Volatile markets can affect investors by creating unstable and unpredictable conditions. The erratic nature of these markets can lead to explosive changes in stock prices, making investments risky and requiring a cautious approach. Eliminate, to completely remove or get rid of, remove, eradicate, abolish, exterminate. Why is it important to eliminate waste in production? It is important to eliminate waste in production to improve efficiency and reduce costs. By removing and eradicating unnecessary materials, companies can abolish inefficiencies and exterminate practices that lead to financial loss and environmental harm. Sporadic, occurring at irregular intervals, infrequent, intermittent, irregular, occasional. How can sporadic attendance affect a student's performance? Sporadic attendance can affect a student's performance by causing gaps in learning. Infrequent and intermittent presence in class leads to an irregular understanding of the material, making it difficult to keep up with the curriculum and causing occasional setbacks. Diversity, the state of being diverse, variety, difference, multiplicity, heterogeneity. Why is diversity important in the workplace? Diversity is important in the workplace because it brings a variety of perspectives and ideas. Embracing difference and multiplicity fosters innovation and creativity, while heterogeneity helps build a more inclusive and dynamic team. Contradictory, mutually opposed or inconsistent, conflicting, opposing, incompatible, inconsistent. How can contradictory statements lead to confusion? Contradictory statements can lead to confusion by presenting conflicting information. When messages are opposing and inconsistent, it becomes difficult to discern the truth, as the incompatible details create uncertainty and misunderstandings. Taciturn, reserved or uncommunicative in speech, silent, reserved, reticent, quiet. How can a taciturn personality affect team dynamics? A taciturn personality can affect team dynamics by creating a communication gap. When a team member is silent and reserved, it can be challenging to understand their thoughts, leading to potential misunderstandings and a less cohesive team environment. Bully, a person who habitually seeks to harm or intimidate, harasser, tormentor, oppressor, persecutor. What measures can be taken to stop a bully in school? Measures to stop a bully in school include implementing strict anti-bullying policies and providing support to victims. Addressing the harasser's behavior directly and involving counselors can help prevent tormenting and create a safer environment for all students. Conviction, a firmly held belief or opinion, belief, principle, view, certainty. How does having strong convictions influence decision-making? Having strong convictions influences decision-making by providing a clear sense of direction. Firm beliefs and principles guide choices, ensuring that actions align with one's views and certainty about what is right or wrong. Dissertation, a long essay on a particular subject, thesis, treatise, essay, monograph. What is the main challenge in writing a dissertation? The main challenge in writing a dissertation is conducting thorough research. Crafting a comprehensive thesis or treatise requires extensive investigation and analysis, making it difficult to compile a detailed essay or monograph. Debunk, to expose the falseness of an idea or belief, disprove, refute, expose, discredit. How can scientists debunk myths? Scientists can debunk myths by presenting evidence that disproves false claims. Through thorough research and analysis, they can refute misconceptions and expose the truth, thereby discrediting unfounded beliefs and providing accurate information. Corpse, a dead body, cadaver, remains, body, carcass. How do forensic scientists examine a corpse? Forensic scientists examine a corpse by conducting an autopsy. They analyze the cadaver to determine the cause of death, studying the remains and collecting evidence from the body or carcass to aid in investigations. Consolidate, to combine into a more effective whole, merge, unite, combine, strengthen. How can businesses consolidate their market position? Businesses can consolidate their market position by merging with other companies. This strategy helps them unite resources, combine efforts, and strengthen their presence in the industry, ensuring a more effective and competitive stance. Corresponding, similar in position, structure, or function, equivalent, matching, parallel, comparable. How do corresponding colors enhance a design? Corresponding colors enhance a design by creating harmony. Using equivalent or matching hues brings balance, while parallel and comparable shades contribute to a cohesive and appealing aesthetic. Deteriorate, to become progressively worse, decline, worsen, degenerate, degrade. How can neglect cause a building to deteriorate? Neglect can cause a building to deteriorate by leading it to decline over time. Without proper maintenance, the structure worsens and degenerates, ultimately degrading its condition and safety. Credibility, the quality of being trusted and believed in, trustworthiness, reliability, believability, plausibility. How does credibility impact a news source? Credibility impacts a news source by ensuring trustworthiness. Reliable and believable reporting builds audience trust, making the information provided more plausible and respected. Spearhead, to lead an attack or movement, lead, head, front, pioneer. How can a leader spearhead a new initiative? A leader can spearhead a new initiative by taking charge and leading the effort. They head the project, being at the front and pioneering new ideas, guiding the team towards successful implementation. Stamina, the ability to sustain prolonged physical or mental effort, endurance, strength, energy, resilience. How can athletes build their stamina? Athletes can build their stamina through consistent training. Endurance exercises, strength training, and activities that boost energy and resilience help them sustain prolonged physical effort in their sports. Cynical, distrustful of human sincerity or integrity, skeptical, distrustful, pessimistic, mistrustful. Why might someone have a cynical view of politics? Someone might have a cynical view of politics because they are skeptical of politicians' sincerity. This distrustful and pessimistic attitude stems from a belief that political actions are often driven by self-interest rather than genuine integrity. Deficiency, a lack or shortage of something. Shortage, lack, insufficiency, scarcity. What are the health effects of a vitamin deficiency? The health effects of a vitamin deficiency can include fatigue and weakened immunity. This shortage and insufficiency of essential nutrients lead to various health problems, highlighting the importance of a balanced diet to avoid such scarcity. Dwindle, to diminish gradually in size, amount, or strength, decrease, diminish, reduce, shrink. How can a population dwindle over time? A population can dwindle over time due to factors like low birth rates and emigration. This gradual decrease and reduction in size lead to a diminished community, impacting social and economic dynamics as numbers shrink. Deception, the act of deceiving someone, trickery, fraud, dishonesty, misleading. How can deception be harmful in relationships? Deception can be harmful in relationships by causing mistrust and resentment. Trickery and fraud break down trust, leading to dishonesty and misunderstandings that damage the bond and create a misleading and harmful environment. Criterion, a principle or standard by which something may be judged. Standard, benchmark, measure, yardstick. What criterion should be used to evaluate a job applicant? The criterion to evaluate a job applicant should include qualifications and experience. These standards and benchmarks help measure their suitability, ensuring that the chosen candidate meets the necessary yardstick for the role. Definitive, conclusive and final, authoritative, final, absolute, ultimate. What makes a definitive guide valuable? A definitive guide is valuable because it provides authoritative and comprehensive information. Being the final and absolute resource on a topic, it serves as the ultimate reference for users seeking thorough and reliable knowledge. Generate, to produce or create, produce, develop, make. How can renewable energy sources generate electricity? Renewable energy sources can generate electricity by harnessing natural processes. Methods like solar panels create power from sunlight, wind turbines produce energy from wind, and hydropower develops electricity from water flow, making clean energy. Convey, to communicate or make known, communicate, express, transmit, impart. How can one effectively convey their thoughts in a meeting? One can effectively convey their thoughts in a meeting by clearly communicating their ideas. Using concise language to express and transmit messages helps impart information accurately and ensures the participants understand the key points. Descend, to move or fall downward, drop, fall, sink, lower. What factors can cause temperatures to descend rapidly? Factors such as cold fronts and high-altitude winds can cause temperatures to descend rapidly. These elements make temperatures drop and fall quickly, causing them to sink and lower in a short amount of time. Mitigate, to make less severe, serious, or painful, alleviate, lessen, reduce, diminish. How can policies mitigate the impact of climate change? Policies can mitigate the impact of climate change by implementing measures that alleviate emissions and lessen environmental damage. These strategies aim to reduce and diminish harmful effects, promoting a healthier planet. Erosion, the gradual destruction or diminution of something, wearing away, abrasion, corrosion, degradation. How does erosion affect coastal areas? Erosion affects coastal areas by gradually wearing away the land. The abrasion and corrosion of the shoreline lead to degradation, impacting ecosystems and human developments located near the coast. Deterrent, a thing that discourages or is intended to discourage. Hindrance, obstacle, discouragement, prevention. How can strong laws act as a deterrent to crime? Strong laws can act as a deterrent to crime by serving as a hindrance to illegal activities. These laws create obstacles and discouragement for potential offenders, preventing criminal behavior through strict consequences and prevention measures. Corroborate, to confirm or give support to, confirm, verify, validate, substantiate. Why is it important to corroborate information before sharing it? It is important to corroborate information before sharing it to ensure accuracy. Confirming and verifying facts help validate and substantiate the information, preventing the spread of misinformation and maintaining credibility. Accelerate, to increase in speed or rate, speed up, hasten, quick, expedite. How can technology accelerate learning processes? Technology can accelerate learning processes by speeding up access to information and hastening educational activities. Tools like e-learning platforms make learning quick and expedite understanding through interactive resources. Dialect, a particular form of a language specific to a region, vernacular, regional language, speech, lingo. How does dialect influence cultural identity? Dialect influences cultural identity by reflecting the vernacular and speech of a region. These regional languages and lingo help shape the unique characteristics and traditions of a community, fostering a sense of belonging. Convention, a way in which something is usually done, tradition, custom, practice, norm. How do conventions shape societal behavior? Conventions shape societal behavior by establishing traditions and norms. These customs and practices guide how individuals interact and function within a community, promoting order and consistency in daily life. Underline, to emphasize, highlight, emphasize, stress, accentuate. Why is it important to underline key points in a presentation? It is important to underline key points in a presentation to emphasize critical information. Highlighting and stressing these points ensures that the audience focuses on the most important aspects, accentuating the main messages. Diplomacy, the practice of managing international relations, negotiation, tact, statecraft, mediation. How does diplomacy contribute to global peace? Diplomacy contributes to global peace by facilitating negotiation and mediation between countries. Using tact and statecraft, diplomats work to resolve conflicts and promote cooperation, ensuring stability and harmonious international relations. Discriminate, to differentiate between things or treat unfairly, differentiate, distinguish, discern, segregate. Why is it important not to discriminate against people? It is important not to discriminate against people to ensure fairness and equality. Treating everyone without differentiation or unfairness helps in creating a more inclusive and just society where no one is segregated or unfairly judged. Disguise, to change appearance to hide identity, camouflage, conceal, mask, hide. How do animals use disguise to survive in the wild? Animals use disguise to survive in the wild by camouflaging themselves. This helps them conceal from predators, mask their presence, and hide effectively in their environment, ensuring their safety. Explore, to travel through an area to learn about it, investigate, examine, discover, probe. Why is it important to explore new cultures? It is important to explore new cultures to broaden your understanding of the world. Investigating and examining different traditions allows you to discover new perspectives, enhancing cultural awareness and appreciation. Consumption, the using up of a resource, use, utilization, expenditure, depletion. How does high energy consumption impact the environment? High energy consumption impacts the environment by increasing resource depletion. The excessive use and utilization of energy lead to greater expenditure of natural resources, contributing to environmental degradation and depletion. Disillusioned, disappointed because something is not as good as expected, disenchanted, dissatisfied, disappointed, cynical. How can people feel disillusioned with politics? People can feel disillusioned with politics when promises are not kept. This disenchanted feeling arises when expectations are not met, leaving individuals dissatisfied and disappointed with the political system, leading to a cynical outlook. Skyrocket, to rise extremely quickly, soar, surge, escalate, increase rapidly. Why can housing prices skyrocket in major cities? Housing prices can skyrocket in major cities due to high demand. The prices surge and escalate as more people move to these areas, causing an extreme and rapid increase in property values. Bulk, the mass or majority of something, majority, mass, volume, size. How can buying in bulk save money? Buying in bulk can save money by reducing the cost per unit. Purchasing a majority or large volume of items often comes with discounts, making it more economical to buy in bulk than in smaller quantities. Materialize, to become actual or real, realize, happen, appear, manifest. How do plans materialize into reality? Plans materialize into reality through consistent effort and action. When ideas are realized and actions are taken, they begin to happen and appear, eventually manifesting into tangible results. Conservative, favoring traditional views and values, traditional, conventional, cautious, moderate. Why do some people prefer a conservative lifestyle? Some people prefer a conservative lifestyle because they value tradition. This cautious and moderate approach helps them maintain conventional practices and feel secure in their familiar routines and beliefs. Empirical, based on observation or experience rather than theory, observational, experiential, pragmatic, practical. Why is empirical evidence important in scientific research? Empirical evidence is important in scientific research because it is based on observation and experience. This practical and observational approach ensures that findings are grounded in real-world data, making them reliable and credible. Yield, to produce or provide something, produce, generate, supply, give. How can sustainable farming yield better crops? Sustainable farming can yield better crops by using eco-friendly methods. These practices produce healthier and more abundant yields, ensuring a consistent supply of agricultural products while protecting the environment. Confidential, meant to be kept secret or private, private, secret, classified, restricted. Why is it important to keep personal information confidential? It is important to keep personal information confidential to protect privacy. Ensuring that details remain private and restricted prevents unauthorized access, safeguarding individual security and identity. Endurance, the ability to endure an unpleasant process, stamina, resilience, perseverance, tenacity. How does regular exercise improve endurance? Regular exercise improves endurance by building stamina and resilience. Consistent training enhances perseverance and tenacity, allowing individuals to endure physical challenges more effectively over time. Prioritize, to arrange in order of importance, rank, order, arrange, organize. Why is it crucial to prioritize tasks at work? It is crucial to prioritize tasks at work to ensure efficiency and productivity. By ranking and organizing tasks, employees can focus on the most important activities first, leading to better time management and goal achievement. Nonetheless, in spite of that, nevertheless, however, yet, even so, why is it important to persevere nonetheless? It is important to persevere nonetheless to overcome challenges. Despite obstacles, continuing to push forward demonstrates resilience and determination, helping to achieve goals and succeed in the face of adversity. Entity, something that has a distinct existence, being, creature, individual, thing. How can a corporation be considered an entity? A corporation can be considered an entity because it has a distinct existence. This being or individual organization operates independently, engaging in business activities and legal responsibilities as a separate thing from its owners or members. Evoke, to bring a feeling or memory into the mind, elicit, stimulate, induce, provoke. How can music evoke emotions? Music can evoke emotions by stimulating memories and feelings. Certain melodies and lyrics elicit strong emotional responses, inducing and provoking sentiments that connect listeners to their experiences and inner thoughts. Collaboration, the action of working with someone to produce something. Cooperation, partnership, teamwork, alliance. Why is collaboration important in the workplace? Collaboration is important in the workplace because it fosters teamwork and cooperation. When colleagues work in partnership and form alliances, they can achieve better results and innovate more effectively. Essence, the intrinsic nature or indispensable quality, core, nature, spirit, heart. What is the essence of good communication? The essence of good communication lies in clarity and understanding. Getting to the core of the message, appreciating its nature, and communicating with the spirit of mutual respect helps convey the heart of the matter effectively. Rule out, to exclude or eliminate, exclude, eliminate, disregard, dismiss. How can we rule out potential causes of a problem? We can rule out potential causes of a problem by systematically eliminating each possibility. This approach helps exclude unlikely factors, dismiss irrelevant ones, and focus on the true root cause. Predator, an animal that naturally preys on others. Hunter, carnivore, killer, beast. How do predators maintain the balance of ecosystems? Predators maintain the balance of ecosystems by controlling prey populations. These hunters and carnivores ensure that certain species do not overpopulate, which helps maintain ecological balance and supports biodiversity. Forgery, the action of forging a document, signature, or work. Counterfeiting, falsification, imitation, fraud. How can one detect forgery in important documents? One can detect forgery in important documents by closely examining for signs of counterfeiting and falsification. Identifying imitation or fraud through careful inspection helps ensure the authenticity of the documents. Campaign, an organized course of action to achieve a goal. Crusade, movement, drive, effort. What strategies are effective for a successful marketing campaign? Effective strategies for a successful marketing campaign include clear objectives and targeted outreach. Organizing a movement and driving consistent efforts help achieve the desired goals and reach the target audience effectively. Fragile, easily broken or damaged, delicate, brittle, weak, frail. Why is it important to handle fragile items with care? it is important to handle fragile items with care because they are delicate and easily damaged. Treating brittle and weak objects gently ensures they remain intact and prevents breakage or harm. Akin, of similar character, similar, related, alike, comparable. How are human emotions akin to those of animals? Human emotions are akin to those of animals as they are similar and related in many ways. Feelings like happiness and fear are alike, showing comparable responses across different species. Bid, an offer made at an auction or for a contract, offer, proposal, tender, attempt. How do you place a bid at an auction? To place a bid at an auction, you need to make an offer that competes with others. Submitting a proposal or tender is a formal attempt to purchase the item, and the highest bid usually wins. Fundamental, forming a necessary base or core, basic, essential, primary, central. Why are fundamental principles important in education? Fundamental principles are important in education because they form the basic foundation of learning. These essential and primary guidelines ensure that students understand core concepts, which are central to their academic development. Unveil, to show or announce publicly for the first time, reveal, disclose, display, present. How can companies successfully unveil new products? Companies can successfully unveil new products by planning a grand reveal event. Disclosing and displaying the product with engaging presentations and promotions ensures that the announcement captures public interest and attention. Auction, a public sale in which goods are sold to the highest bidder. Sale, bidding, offering, bidding war. What makes an auction an exciting event? An auction is an exciting event because of the competitive atmosphere. The public sale and bidding create a dynamic environment where participants compete to make the highest offer, leading to a thrilling bidding war. Persistence, firm or obstinate continuance in a course of action, perseverance, tenacity, determination, endurance. How does persistence lead to success? Persistence leads to success through continuous effort and perseverance. Tenacity and determination help individuals overcome obstacles, while endurance ensures they stay committed to their goals despite challenges. Overwhelm, to bury or drown beneath a huge mass, overpower, overcome, devastate, swamp. How can too much work overwhelm a person? Too much work can overwhelm a person by causing stress and fatigue. The excessive workload can overpower and swamp their ability to cope, leading to feelings of being overcome and devastated. Heritage, property that is or may be inherited, a special possession, legacy, tradition, inheritance, birthright. How can cultural heritage be preserved? Cultural heritage can be preserved by protecting traditions and legacies. Safeguarding these inheritances and birthrights ensures that future generations can appreciate and maintain their rich cultural history. Highlight, to emphasize something important, emphasize, stress, accent, feature. How can you highlight key points in a presentation? You can highlight key points in a presentation by emphasizing them with clear visuals and stressing their importance. Using bold text or underlining can accent these features, ensuring that the audience focuses on the most crucial information. Appetite, a natural desire to satisfy a bodily need, especially food, hunger, craving, desire, yearning. How can you maintain a healthy appetite? Maintaining a healthy appetite involves eating balanced meals that satisfy hunger and cravings. Paying attention to your body's desire and yearning for nourishment helps in managing dietary needs effectively. High profile, attracting a lot of attention and interest, prominent, well-known, famous, notable. Why do high-profile events draw large crowds? High-profile events draw large crowds because they are prominent and well-known. The fame and notable status of these events attract attention and interest from a wide audience, making them highly anticipated and widely attended. Analytical, relating to or using analysis or logical reasoning, logical, methodical, systematic, rational. How does an analytical approach help solve problems? An analytical approach helps solve problems by applying logical and methodical reasoning. Being systematic and rational allows for clear analysis of the situation, leading to effective and well-thought-out solutions. Humanitarian, concerned with or seeking to promote human welfare, compassionate, altruistic, benevolent, philanthropic. Why is humanitarian aid important in disaster relief? Humanitarian aid is important in disaster relief because it provides compassionate and altruistic support. Benevolent efforts ensure that affected individuals receive necessary assistance, promoting human welfare in times of crisis. Extinct, no longer in existence, gone, vanished, lost, dead. How can we prevent species from becoming extinct? We can prevent species from becoming extinct by protecting their habitats and supporting conservation efforts. Ensuring that the environments where these species live are preserved helps prevent them from becoming lost or vanished. Counterpart, a person or thing holding a position or performing a function that corresponds to that of another person or thing. Equivalent, peer, match, equal. How can counterparts from different countries collaborate? Counterparts from different countries can collaborate by finding common goals and working together. These equivalent roles allow peers to share knowledge, match efforts, and achieve results that are equal and beneficial for all parties involved. Hypothesis, a supposition or proposed explanation made on the basis of limited evidence. Theory, proposition, assumption, speculation. What is the role of a hypothesis in scientific research? The role of a hypothesis in scientific research is to provide a theory or proposition that can be tested. This assumption guides experiments and allows researchers to gather evidence that supports or refutes the speculation, advancing scientific understanding. Back up, to support or reinforce, support, reinforce, strengthen, bolster. How can you back up your arguments in an essay? You can back up your arguments in an essay by providing evidence and examples. Supporting your points with data or references reinforces the validity of your claims and strengthens your overall argument. Alongside, close to the side of, next to, beside, near, adjacent, belong. How can working alongside experienced colleagues benefit you? Working alongside experienced colleagues benefits you by providing opportunities for learning and growth. Being beside or near skilled peers allows you to gain valuable insights and improve your own skills through their guidance. Illusion, a false idea or belief, delusion, mirage, fantasy, deception. How can one differentiate between reality and illusion? Differentiating between reality and illusion requires critical thinking. By questioning what seems like a delusion or mirage and verifying facts, one can avoid falling for fantasy or deception. Safeguard, to protect from harm or damage, protect, defend, shield, secure. How can we safeguard personal data online? We can safeguard personal data online by using strong passwords and encryption. These measures protect and defend against unauthorized access, shielding and securing our information from potential threats. Ally, a person or organization that cooperates with others, partner, friend, collaborator, supporter. How can having allies benefit a country during a conflict? Having allies benefits a country during a conflict by providing support and collaboration. These partners and friends can offer military and economic aid, making them valuable collaborators and supporters in difficult times. Imprisonment, the state of being confined in prison, incarceration, detention, custody, confinement. What are the impacts of long-term imprisonment on individuals? Long-term imprisonment impacts individuals by causing mental and emotional strain. The state of incarceration and detention can lead to loss of social connections and mental health issues due to prolonged custody and confinement. Supervise, to oversee and direct the work of others, oversee, manage, direct, monitor. Why is it important to supervise children in a playground? it is important to supervise children in a playground to ensure their safety. By overseeing and managing their activities, adults can prevent accidents and injuries, directing and monitoring them closely. Ameliorate, to make something better, improve, enhance, upgrade, better. How can government policies ameliorate public health issues? Government policies can ameliorate public health issues by implementing programs that improve access to healthcare. These measures enhance the overall health system, upgrading services, and bettering the well-being of the population. Incorporate, to include something as part of a whole, include, integrate, combine, merge. How can businesses incorporate feedback from customers? Businesses can incorporate feedback from customers by actively including their suggestions in product development. Integrating customer insights helps to combine new ideas and merge them with existing processes for better products and services. Sustainable, capable of being maintained over the long term, enduring, renewable, viable, green. Why is sustainable development crucial for future generations? Sustainable development is crucial for future generations because it ensures that resources are enduring. Adopting renewable practices and focusing on viable solutions helps to maintain a green and healthy environment over the long term. Witness, to see an event take place, observe, see, watch, view. How can a witness help in a legal case? A witness can help in a legal case by providing an account of what they observed. Their testimony helps to see and understand the event, offering crucial evidence through their watchful and detailed view. Prolong, to extend the duration of something, extend, lengthen, stretch, elongate. How can certain habits prolong a healthy life? Certain habits can prolong a healthy life by extending and enhancing well-being. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and sufficient sleep lengthen life expectancy, stretching out the number of healthy years through consistent and beneficial practices. Instinct, a natural or intuitive way of acting or thinking, intuition, impulse, inclination, gut feeling. How does instinct play a role in decision-making? Instinct plays a role in decision-making by guiding actions through intuition. These natural impulses and inclinations, often referred to as gut feelings, help individuals to react quickly and effectively in various situations. Decipher, to convert into a normal language, decode, interpret, translate, unravel. How do cryptographers decipher coded messages? Cryptographers decipher coded messages by using techniques to decode the information. They interpret patterns and translate the encrypted text, unraveling the hidden meanings through specialized methods. Obsolete, no longer in use, outdated, archaic, antiquated, defunct. Why is it important to replace obsolete technology? It is important to replace obsolete technology to ensure efficiency and security. Outdated and archaic systems can hinder progress, so updating from antiquated devices to current ones prevents issues and keeps operations running smoothly. Intervene, to come between so as to prevent or alter a result, interfere, mediate, step in, intercede. When should a teacher intervene in student conflicts? A teacher should intervene in student conflicts when the situation escalates. Interfering early helps to mediate and step in before things get worse, ensuring a safe and respectful environment through timely intercession. Troubleshoot, to solve serious problems for a company or other organization, diagnose, resolve, fix, repair. How can one troubleshoot computer issues effectively? One can troubleshoot computer issues effectively by diagnosing the problem accurately. By identifying and resolving errors, you can fix and repair the system, ensuring it functions properly again. Conquer, to overcome and take control of, overcome, defeat, subdue, vanquish. How did explorers conquer new territories historically? Explorers conquered new territories historically by overcoming challenges and defeating opposition. They subdued local populations and vanquished obstacles, expanding their control through determined efforts and exploration. Ironically, in a way that is contrary to what is expected,